big friend of his. But this is me. What sort of me? Pooh Bear. Are you sure? Quite sure. Oh well, then come in. So he pushed and pushed and pushed, and at last he got it. You were quite right. It is you. Glad to see you. Who did you think it was? Well, I wasn't sure. You know how it is in the forest. One can't have anyone coming into one's house. One has to be careful about a mouthful or something. Who always liked something at 11 o'clock in the morning, and he was very glad to see Rabbit taking out plates and nuts. Honey or condensed milk with hot bread? Both, but don't bother about the bread, please. And so, after a long time, he had said nothing. Humming to himself in a rather sticky tone, he got up and shook Rabbit lovingly by the paw. I must be going on, must you? Well, I could stay a little longer. As a matter of fact, I'm going out myself directly. Well, I must be going on. Goodbye. Goodbye. If you are sure you won't have any more. Is there any more? Rabbit took the covers of the dishes. No, there wasn't. Well, goodbye. I must be going on. So he started to climb out of the hole. He pushed with his back paws and pulled with his front paws. And in a little while, his nose was out in the open again. And then his ears. And then his front paws. And then his shoulders. And then his knees. Oh, I better go back. Oh, bother and help. By this time, Rabbit also wanted to go out for a walk. Finding the front door full, he went out through the back door, found the half of Pooh and looked at him. Hello, are you stuck? No, just resting and thinking and humming to myself. Here, it's the paw. Pooh Bear stretched out the paw and Rabbit pulled and pulled and pulled. Oh, you are hurting. The fact is, you are stuck. It all comes of not having front doors big enough. It all comes of eating too much. And I thought at the time, only I didn't like anything that one of us was eating too much. And I knew it wasn't me. Oh well then, I shall go and fetch Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin lived at the other end of the forest, and when he came back with Rabbit, he saw the front of half of Pooh and then looked at him and then said, "Silly old bit." I was just beginning to think. Sniffing slightly when Rabbit might never be able to use his front door again. And should I like that? So should I. Use his front door again? Of course he will use his front door again. Good. Rabbit scratched his whiskers thoughtfully and pointed out that if one who was pushed back, he was back. And of course, no one will more glad to see Pooh. If we can't pull you out, Pooh, we might push you back. I mean that having got too far, it seems a pity to waste it.
Then there's only one thing to be done.
We have to wait for you to get thin again. How long does getting thin take? About a week, I should think. But I can't stay here for a week. We will read to you, and I hope it won't snow. And I think old film. 20 Could you read us a sailing book that would help a bearded bear in great tightness? For a week, Christopher Robin read that sort of book at the north end of Pooh, and Rabbit hung his washing at the south end, and in middle, Pooh Bear felt him getting and slenderer, and at the end of the week, now. So, Christopher Robin took hold of Pooh's front paws, and Rabbit took hold of Christopher Robin, and they all all Rabbit's relations and friends took hold of Rabbit, and they all pulled and went head over heels backwards, and at the top of them came Winnie the Pooh free. So, with a nod of thanks to his friends, he went on into the forest, humming